The other day I did a Google search trying to find out how many times Jesus used the word peace. And according to Google, it's 104 times, which would mean that it's one of the central teachings that he had. Today, several times he offers peace to his disciples and says, "Do not let your hearts be troubled." The missionary Albert Schweitzer, who worked in some of the remote parts of Africa, was asked how he began to teach about Christ to folks who had never even heard of him. Schweitzer said that he would speak about a troubled heart and a peaceful heart, and would say that Jesus is one who gives peace to our hearts, and the people could begin to make a connection. Or Augustine is famous for his saying, "Our hearts are restless until they rest in thee." How is it that you might be seeking peace these days? Peace within yourself, or peace within your marriage, peace within your family, peace facing an illness? We could talk about political peace in troubled areas of the world, such as Syria or Iraq or Afghanistan, but Jesus isn't really talking about political peace. He's talking about a peace that the world cannot give. From an early age, we all seek peace and security. It normally comes from the peace and security that we get from our parents. Just to hear their voice or hold their hands makes us secure. And when you notice a child being separated from a parent in a store, you can sense the insecurity and fear in their voice as they call out for their parent. As we age, we hope that we develop our own sense of security. And it's similar in the spiritual life. Growth in the spiritual life means that we know that God is with us always, no matter what is going on. George VI, Queen Elizabeth's father, gave a Christmas address in 1939 when England was fighting in World War II and not doing very well. The king quoted a poem that read, "I said to the man who stood at the gate of the year, 'Give me a light that I may tread safely into the unknown.' And he replied, 'Go out into the darkness and put your hand into the hand of God. That shall be better than light and safer than a known way.'" If you find yourself in a dark place today, use your imagination and put your hand into the hand of God. It offers us peace. It offers us security. It gives us a sense of hope, that not thinking that everything will turn out exactly the way we think it should turn out, but a sense of hope that says, no matter how things turn out, it will be okay because God is with us. Even if our darkness ends in our death, our faith assures us that the darkness will be overcome by the light. We're still in the Easter season, a season that proclaims that the Lord overcame death by his resurrection, and that we, his disciples, are promised that we can share in a similar resurrection that leads to eternal life. That's the ultimate peace that we are promised. As we go to the altar today, may we ask the Lord to help us to be attuned and receptive to the peace that only the Lord can give.